Alright, so today I'm going to start working on my CLI gem for the Flatiron School, where I'll be using Ruby. And they want me to record 30 minutes of it. I'm not sure if it's important to have the webcam or not. I figured I would try it out and see what I think about recording as I go. I think it might be interesting to kind of go back through and see what I was thinking at different points in the project. So I'm actually starting from the beginning. So I'm going to go into GitHub and create the repository, and then go in and create the file structure locally and just see what I can get done today. I would like to at least get the project started, get everything committed to GitHub, create a few classes and get them synced up with a require and require relative and all that, and just prove that I have everything connected the way it should be. So we'll see what happens. So let's create a new GitHub repository. And for my project, I'm actually going to be scraping a local meetup site that we have. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and we have a little group called Hack Greenville. That's all of the coding and technology centered businesses and people. They're all kind of have their own community, and it's very diverse. And so there's an events page that shows all the events coming up. You see, you have people going through free code camp together. There's an open hack night. The programmers gathering. It's a lot of things going on. You can see blockchain and Cocoa Head. So there's a lot of different things going on. There's Bitcoin. I haven't seen that one before. That could be interesting. So I go to a couple of these. There's a Ruby one, and there's a JavaScript, which is a React focused, but it's really full stack JavaScript is what the group's really about. So I want to scrape this site and have a CLI that will display all the different meetups, the name and the location and the time and date. And then I would like to be able to scrape a level deeper, so when you click on this, it actually takes you to meetup.com. And I don't know if I can scrape meetup.com or not yet. I know I can this page. I think I should find out. It's robots.text, right? This doesn't exist. So I think that's a good sign. Let's check this one. I learned this from a guy. I think I've got it mixed up. Maybe it's dot and not /. No, that's not it either. I don't remember. It doesn't make any sense either. Maybe it wasn't txt. Let's Google this real quick. CFAce. What in the world am I doing wrong? It looks like that's what it is, robots. TXT, right? I am not off to a good start. All right. Type. I don't know. Robots.txt. Maybe I have to do it on the root site and not the events page. All right, disallow Facebook. So nobody can use Facebook preview, calendar. I'm not exactly sure how to read this. I know this one, for everybody, nothing is disallowed. This is like for everybody, we can't look at the Facebook, the preview, the calendar, the events, RSVPs, newest, Meetup API, or API. And I wanted to look at events. So I might not be able to. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Seems like my mouse wants to die. Because the RSVP, it just takes you to the Meetup site. Otherwise, this is simply one level deep. So what I'm going to do first, let's do this. Alright, so meetup.com nokogiri, since that's what I'll be using to scrape it. Alright, so can I scrape meetup.com with nokogiri? Let's just see what we can do. I'm going to take this. What is up with my mouse? Alright, give me a second here. Alright, so I need to find... Dang. This is the CLI Data Gem project. That's the most terrible way to word this. Oh well. Alright, I'll let somebody look at that and tell me what they think. And meanwhile, I'm going to get started. Alright, let's make the new repository. I'm going to call it Hack Greenville. underscore, so I learned that using the dash, when you use the bundle gem to create your project, every hyphen will be a subdirectory. So using underscore puts it on the same directory. I actually prefer camel case, I think, but I think it's Ruby convention to use underscores or hyphens. So at Greenville events CLI. It's kind of a long name. That's okay. All right. Let's copy this. I'm using the Windows subsystem for Linux. Actually, I'm going to use fish. All right. This is weird. Okay. Looks like I've already kind of started. I think I have an example folder in here. So right now, I want to, because I had previously started this and then wanted to start over again. So it remembered everything. So that's pretty helpful. All right. This is why I like fish. So I have a data structure. Excellent. So now I want to go ahead and get, we'll push that up. Perfect. Up to date. And if I go into here, all right, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Very good. All right, so check one more time. Yeah, let's go ahead and code this directory. So I'm going to open this in Visual Studio Code. That is not useful right now. Don't need any of you. Let me just do this one more time, just to make sure I'm getting what I think I'm getting. Okay. Perfect. That's fine. Why does it keep trying to do that? It's like it doesn't want to forget about the previous time. I'm sure it's taking a minute to get started here. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Let's go back into fish. I'm going to change this. All right, so now I want to just bundle install, right? Is not valid. That's right. I need to do this. Okay. All right, so I need to update the gem spec. Not exactly sure why. So I need to write a summary. Yeah. Okay, so this gem scrapes the hack Greenville events page for meetup information. I think this probably needs to be in quotes, if I had to guess. And this, I'm just going to comment this out so I can delete it. The home page. Okay. All right, so the home page is GitHub for now. So I don't have any other home pages. All right, let's go down. Spec files. I think that's good. So that's saved. Jump back in here. Bundle install. Let's see if GemSpec has any other issues. Public repo. Oh, here it is. Okay. What is that? Like 9 words? Ah, it's close. Yeah, again, I don't have a home page, so change log URL. We just comment that out. All right. Are you happy now? Excellent. Okay. All right. So now we're good there. Now, I saw somebody rename this to environment, and I liked that a lot better because it made it, to me, it was much more clear what the purpose of this file is. So it's in my lib, so I can use require relative to get the version. Right, so relative. And then to get to it, we have to go out one, and then into Greenville event CLI and version. Perfect. Okay, we'll save that. So now every new file I create inside of this folder, I can require using this / the name. And then I can require just this environment inside of my console. At Greenville events CLI. So you are requiring this. I'm not sure why you are doing that. All right, let's make a new file in here. I'm going to call this CLI. So this is, oops, my Greenville events CLI. I'm not sure if this should be all caps or not. There's a lot of things I don't know still. CLI. CLI. Okay. Oops. Alright, try this again. Hack Greenville CLI. CLI. Alright, so now all I want to do is I'll have a method. I'm going to call it start. And I just want it to, right now, puts so. Alright, so I expect that if I call my console, it'll start IRB. And from in here, I should be able, let me actually include my alright. So this is CLI. Alright, so I think I need to include this environment inside the console. try. No, let's try it without it and just see what happens. Ooh, I need my... There's a shebang here already, so do I need another one somewhere else? I don't think I do. I think that should be enough. Alright, what do I have in here? Go to my bin. Let's go to the bin. Start the console. Alright, so Ruby console. CLI can't load this file because it's nothing. Alright, I'm going to comment this out for now, and let's require the environment, which is go out of the bin, go into lib, and then we have an environment. Okay, so if we require the environment, and the environment requires our CLI, that should let this run. Alright, I have a new error. Cannot load such file. Alright, CLI gem, Greenville event CLI, lib environment. Okay. CLI gem, Greenville events, lib environment. Require relative. Wait a minute. So I'm looking inside of Greenville event CLI for a folder called Greenville event CLI for a file called version. So I'm looking in Greenville event CLI. This is inside of lib. So I need lib. So I need lib. I believe that will fix the error. Okay, initialized constant. What are you saying here? You are suggesting oh, events. Yes, I did mean this. Take it. Okay. Errors are super useful. Okay. I'm in the console. That's a good start. Alright, so now I want to run the CLI. I am here in this. But this is requiring the environment, which is requiring the CLI. So I should have direct access to this. So if I call in this class, And I'll create a new instance of it and run the start method. Sup. All right. That's a good start. So now I know that I've required the folders properly, and I need some coffee. That's exciting. All right, let's get it out of this. All right. So from here, I need to get Nokogiri. Now I want to get Pry. Put Pry in my console instead of in there. And if I think I need to require it in my console. All right, so require Pry. Okay. Then let's just comment those lines out, and instead let's binding.pry. Okay, let's try this again. Run the console. You know, I'm not sure. If I do pry.start, let's see what this does for me. I don't have pry. This is looking for a file called pry. Obviously, I don't want a file called pry. Pry is not found. Do I need to install pry? I need to put it in my gem spec. Is it also require, or is it include? I'm going to have to look this up. So then I think I don't need it here. All right. Bundle. So I have 3 gems. All right, let's run console again. And I have pry. Beautiful. All right, so I don't need this line. To your gem file. Well, that's a good hint. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to do. All right, well, while I am doing my gems, I need Nokogiri. Okay. I don't think I need anything else. Oh, I need open URI. It's open dash URI. And that will let me actually open up URLs. Alright, let's exit out of my pry. We'll bundle again so I can have Nokogiri and open URI. It didn't seem to do what I wanted it to do. Huh. So bundle gem. That's not it. Alright, so add Nokogiri to gem file. Alright. So this is from the gem, or from the command line. I was interested in that. Bundler bundle. So add Nokogiri to gem file. That seems like that's what I want. Gem Nokogiri? Does that require? Okay. Gem. Let's see my console. Ruby console. I don't know if I did it right. Seems like I did not. So gem file. Alright. Alright, so let me just Google Nokogiri. You know what? I think I would rather Alright, let me look at the example I have in here. I'll look at the gem walkthrough. Having an example is useful. So he has no gem files in here. So he added the dependency at the bottom. He also added pry down here. I need to do that. Do I need to do that? His gem file is nothing. He required pry in here. Okay. Let's look at the world's best restaurants. Let's look at the gem file. There's nothing in there. What is the point of the gem file if nobody's using the gem file for anything? He also put everything in the gem spec. So is that what I should be doing too, I guess? Alright, let's try gem specking it. So, alright, spec add, this would be a development dependency, and we're looking at pry. Spec dot add development dependency Nokogiri. And then I should still need to require Nokogiri in whatever file I actually want to use it in, I believe. But maybe not, if it's just there. Alright, let's just get into the... Oops. No, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. That's clear. Okay. Nokogiri. Neither is Roma. What if I did Noko Gary? Oh, I also need to open URI in here. Alright, spec add dependency open URI. There's so much. Okay, in the console. Oh, bundle install. Thank you. My gem file. Oh. Save. And wait, cannot find open URI. I need gem source. Huh. Maybe I don't need to open URI. Let's just comment this out. Nope, wrong one. Comment that out for now. I'm going to install again. So that worked. Console. And now I don't have pry anymore. So if I require it here, I get pry. So, what did I get? Require open URI. Alright, so let's see how I can get open URI. Open URI gem. Is it a wrapper? Dang, but how do I use it? You're not helpful, Paige. Not at all. Okay. Use open URI. Maybe that'll do it. How to use open URI. My neck hurts. All right, well, according to them, it just works internally. All right, well, yeah. So I have this issue. No gem. No gem is required. Alright, so it sounds like I don't need this here. And I don't need this here. I would just put it like here. Like that. And I don't know if I need to require Nokogiri here or not. I'm thinking I probably don't. Alright, let's go through and save all the files I've changed. You guys good? My mouse keeps disappearing on me. Alright, bundle install again. No errors. Have 5 gems. Ruby console. We're going to get into our pry. And if I do Nokogiri, HTML, open, then I want my Hat Greenville page. There it is. Greenville. This needs to be in quotes. Okay, Hat Greenville. Dang. I don't have Nokogiri. Oh. For one thing, this needs to be in here. Alright, so let's go into here and do a binding.pry. Well, let's not put it there, let's put it here instead. Okay, exit, console. Alright, then I want to do I think I need a. Is it case sensitive? Probably. Yeah. Hat Greenville events. No. Didn't even do the Hat Greenville part. CLI new start. Now I'm in here. So self is yes. Alright, so now I can do Nokogiri. Space HTML. Open. I can paste. Huh. Oh. I guess it would help if I typed the whole thing. Okay. So if I require Nokogiri, exit, we'll exit, go back in, Greenville, events, CLI, new, start, Nokogiri, in space, HTML, open, can I paste? Ah, I can. Yes! Alright. So, alright, let's exit all the way out of all that. I don't need any of this in here. I want all of that to be in Scraper class. Paste that in. That's fine. This class hack Greenville events CLI Scraper. I don't really know what's going to happen in here yet, but I do know that I can do CLI. No, not either. I know I can do Nokigiri. That's Nokigiri. Why is it lowercase? Nokigiri. HTML. Open. There. So now I know that will open up my scraper. Let's include that. Oh! What are you doing? Let's not do any of that. What in the world? Okay. And I'm going to put in this. I'm going to require the scraper class. Scraper. That should be it. All right. Dang, I should have been doing commits this whole time. That's fine. Okay. Get status. Yeah. So I have a whole lot going on. That sucks. This is going to be a terrible commit. So I'm going to add all the files. I'm going to do a commit with setup gems classes requires okay. Now at this point I should probably create a new branch in Git and work on that rather than working on the major master branch. Major master. It's still hot. Alright, so let's get out of the bin now. And Git, oops, check out dev. Do I need to put it in quotes? No. I don't remember how to create a branch in Git. How crazy is that? Alright. What happened there? Alright, Git create branch. Wow. Why is there so much on this? I just want to create a branch. It's usually pretty simple. get branch. Okay, that's it. So get branch dev. So then get checkout dev. So get status. Get branch dev and master. So I'm currently in dev because this asterisk is. Okay, I'm remembering get. I can get. Oh, that's pretty awesome too. Check you out. Div or dev. And then +2, because I have 2 commits. Alright, so now I'm on a new branch, so I probably want to go ahead and get. What was my status again? These are all untracked. So let's add all these files. Oh. Wait, what? What has a CRLF? Nothing. Oh. Why are you CRLF? What is your problem? I guess this is some of the headache of working with Windows subsystem for Linux and not really knowing what you're doing entirely. Because as I understand it, CRLF is a carriage return line feed, which is Windows, and Linux, and probably Mac, or probably Unix rather, uses just line feed. So this is what I want. Alright, get status, get add all the files again, perfect. Get commit, the message is created dev branch. And then I'll do all my work here, then I can merge that back into the master when I have actually something to do, something done. So if I come into here, I now have I don't have a dev branch. I need to refresh it. I have never pushed it yet. So if I get push u origin master, I need my passphrase. So check my branch master from origin. Oh, wait. Dang it. Did I just push my dev branch into my master branch? What happened? Pretty sure that's what I just did. Is I pushed my dev branch into master. I think I need a new battery for this mouse. Since I only have 2 commits. I have first commit and Jim's classes it requires. Get status. I'm on dev, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So how do I push a new branch? Get push new branch to remote. Ah, that's right. Check out B. Push your branch to the repository. Get push to origin. Feature branch name. Got it. Alright, so I need to do what I did, but instead of master origin dev. That's not what I did. U origin. Yeah, feature branch name. Dev. branch dev, set up the track remote branch dev, dev. I don't know why dev is fun to say. So now I come back into here. I have 2 branches. All right, create a dev branch. Fantastic. So now I'll work in the dev branch, and as I get things working, I can merge them into the master and push that up. I assume it makes sense to track the dev branch. Yeah, especially if you're working from multiple locations or have a team, you might want people to, except for myself, and I do work on different locations. So as long as that's up to date, I can just pull that and have my latest code. Okay. I'll learn best practices eventually. But for now, I do actually want to have a start. The CLI. Alright, I want to focus on the CLI right now. It seems like it might be easier to try to do all of it at once. Actually, let's just... I do want to make an events, and that's going to be class at Greenville CLI events. Okay. So if I do status, I should have 1 file not being tracked. Perfect. Add. I gotta tap that whole thing. Let's figure that out. VS Code default LF. LS. Yes, that's what I want. Dang it. Default LF. Files EOL N. /n. So add files.eol N. Okay. No. Settings. Settings. All right, I want UL. The default end of line for characters. Ah, look at that. That's beautiful. Matching extensions. Not need extensions. All right, status. Okay, git add git commit. All right, add events RB changed to left. status. Why can't I type status? Nothing to commit, working tree clean. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So I think for me, it's like it'd be easier to work on these all at once. Try to scrape and create events, and then maybe do the CL at the end. But I realize that I'll be working with other people at some point, and I need to be able to have the ability to create a file, create code that can work with other code before that code is finished being written even. So I want to practice that with my CLI. I think that if I can create my CLI and kind of have it set to receive, I'm writing the scraper, but have it set to receive the data being scraped and use that to create events, I think that would be good practice for me. Alright, so, but when we start up, and I want my console to go ahead and, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Instead, I want to do let's just copy this. Let's put it right in here. No, I didn't copy it. What did I do? I'm getting tired of hearing that sound. Let's try again. Okay. New dot start. So now it will automatically run this start method. So we will put into the Tech Greenville events gem. Okay. So what am I going to do? Now welcome the user. Then I'm going to put out all of the events with the information about them. And then take input for them to investigate an event to get more details. Alright, so the next thing I'll do is, once I welcome them, I will run another method. List events. Right? Self.list events. Okay. So here is where I mean, does it make sense at this point to? I don't think so. So I'm going to call list events. So I believe at this point, Greenville CLI, Scraper, something or another. So it's really going to be events is going to be equal to that. And then here, events.each, probably with index. And I would want to start it at 1. I'll use the do. And I'll have event index. And then here, I'm going to be outputs. I'm going to use interpolation. So be index. There's a dot. And then I'll have maybe event name. Then I'll want event dot time, which will be time and date, really. And event dot location. That'd be good. So I'll go through all the events, print out the name, the time, the location. Yeah, that seems right. And then from the events, I'll want probably I should go back up and do self dot menu. I think a menu makes sense. This line def self dot menu. Okay, and the menu will let's here are the upcoming events in Greenville, South Carolina. I like that. Is it? I think that's new line. And let's do that same new line. Okay. Let's do the same new line here. I like just a little bit of space. And then my menu. Let's select an event by typing the number, the associated number to get more information about that event. Right, and so now I have input equals gets dot strip. We'll downcase it. Okay, so I'm getting their input, and they're selecting a number for which event I'm going to learn more about. So shake it. Okay. And so I'm going to use that input then to scrape scrape. What was that site? It wasn't Medium. Meetup. For more info. And so Meetup URL will be event.url. So I think something I haven't done, but I think I should do, is let's do all, well, the class method, all, this will be an array, not a method. So instead of list events, we will scrape events. Right. So events equals scrape events. And then we're going to do we want so then we want to here we'll put each event into the all method. What happened here? Events.each to the event. So all we'll shovel event. All right. So each event is going to be added to the array. So they're all in here. So when I call list events, instead of this, we will do all. But to get to all, I need a method for that. Def self.all. All, so that exposes all. I like that better. So now all each with index do event index. So now I'm iterating over the objects that are in the all array, and I'm accessing their name, their time, their location. And now I don't have to pass that information between the methods because they're all in all. So when I get on the menu, meetup URL, so scrape meetup. So instead of scrape meetup, I need to say meetup URL. No, so scrape meetup, yeah, like this. Yeah, I can have it worded just the right way. So then meetup URL will be event URL. Instead of will be, let's do is events. Dang it. Event URL. Okay. Dang, what is going on with me? All right. So now, inside the menu, so select an event. The input. So they're going to type in a number. So I need to do some validation. Let's just type this out. Check input is number. Check input matches or I guess is in range. So that's valid index. And so they're going to be seeing 1 through whatever, but they're going to be accessing through wherever they type in. So if they want 1, it's really going to be 0. So I'll need to subtract valid index. Input equals input minus 1. So I don't forget this. Need some more coffee. I wonder if I can upload a video to GitHub. Alright, input. Make sure that it's a number. Make sure that's in range and is valid. Input will be input minus 1. So then I should be able to access all. Let's do this. All. So input, we'll do minus 1 here. I like that better. So and then yeah, so that is their input. So if it's a valid, if it's actually a real number, then I can use URL. This is what I'll use to be scraping. Scrape this. Right. Yeah. Let's put this. Well, that should be here. All right. All right, I'll check the input as a number, make sure that's in range. Scrape meetup. URL. All right, so I say okay, so a lot, don't I? So I start my logic now, I think. I think I'm going to use recursion and not a while loop. I think it's easier in my head. So, oh, there was a trick where they checked if it was 0, then it was a string greater than 0, right? Because let's just go to IRB for a moment. A equals 2. A is greater than 1. That's true. B equals 2. B is greater than 1. Ooh. Huh. Well, that's not what I wanted to know. I thought that was... I don't want to downcase it anyway. I want this to be a number. All right, let's see. Let me look for Jennifer's notes. That wasn't right. Was it in her CLI? That would make sense. Oh. Input to I, right? So if I do B to I is 0. Right, but if we do A to I, it's 2. So that's perfect. Okay. So I don't really want that to be downcase. Just strip. Yeah, and then I'll do to I. Right. So if input maybe it makes more sense to create an index then. Right? So we'll just do that. And then we'll say index equals input dot to I minus 1. And then if to not input index is greater than 0, right? So if input is a string, then input to I minus 1 will be -1. So if index is greater than 0, and if it's in range. And index is less than all size All right, so if there are 100 events, and they type in 100, right, the 100th event is going to be index 99. Type in 100. On line 2, I'm subtracting 1, so they'll get 99. So 99 will be less than the size, which is 100. So that should work. So it's greater than 0 and less than the size. All right, so what am I going to do here? Oh, yeah. So I can delete these. And then, well, Scrape meetup for more info. So I'm going to have my scraper scrape 2 different sites. Oh, dang. I've already had the opportunity to check about scraping, haven't I? I completely forgot. Alright, so let's put it right under the welcome. Binding.pry. And I think I needed to no, it goes up above this. Okay, require URI, require Yoko Giri. Alright, Ruby bin console. What did I do? I didn't finish the I again. What is wrong with me? Oh boy. No. Typoed. Alright. Let's go back into the CLI. Oh. I never commented this out. So let's exit all this. Run it again. Events. Yoko Giri. Open. HTTP. Since I know that I can scrape this page, let's do that one more time. Dang it. HTTP. Alright, what did I do? HTML. Okay. So now, I'm going to do it again. This time, let's scrape this page. I should have checked this a while ago. You can, right? Okay. Let's see what I can do with it. I want to get open Hacknight out of it. Let me just confirm that I can get that piece of data right there. Oops. Come on, guy. Do better. Alright, I want open Hacknight. Right here. So this is in headline, page head headline, page head page title, text page title. Let's try page head headline. Like a top down would be better. All right. Doc equals underscore. All right. Doc dot search. There it is. So we're looking for an H1 with the class page head headline. Okay, we'll access the text. Open Hack Night. That's really exciting. Dang, it's almost 5. I'm really excited that's working. Cool. I don't want to stop. Not yet. Alright, so study group. Dang it, I mean open up Hyper. I don't care about that. I don't care about Hyper right now. Hey, did anybody ever respond to my question? It looks like they did not. That's okay. Somebody might at some point. Alright. So, here's my end. What am I listening to all of a sudden? Shakira. How did she my playlist? Alright. So, looking at the size of all. Okay, compare the index. So, if it matches something, then I want to grab all dot size. No. All index URL. Right, I'm scraping it. So what I don't know at this point is what how my scraper is going to work exactly. But I think I can do scraper dot new. I'll probably will just take in the URL in the initialize, I imagine. I guess I'll find out. Dang it. I'll figure this out. Okay. So then this is what do we call this? Meetup? Meetup equals. Okay. URL. So I really want to return all the more info. So this isn't Meetup. This is more info, which means I really need to get more information about the event. Yeah, I already have that on line 5. That's perfect. I actually don't mind this song. That's surprising. Well, let's skip it anyway. right, so I have more info. What is more info going to be? Ugh. I think more info should be a hash. And that's what I'm expecting on line 11. Well, it's not really 11, but it's close enough for my taste. So let's have the index, event.name, the time, and location. So more info. Here's where I think I've kind of exhausted my ability to consider everything. More info. So this is a hash. So here I'm going to put more info dot whatever. I don't know what it's going to be just yet. That's close enough for now. I'll have to figure out what I want to put here. What all details I can scrape. I want them to be. So, with that being said, else, so in the case that it's not between 0 and the size puts, I don't understand. Okay. And then I'm going to call the menu again. And I think I should type how to get out and do an if for that situation. Event or type exit to quit. Exit to quit. Yeah, we'll do a new line here too. Okay. So the else would be the last else. So I need a else if. Else if. Oh, no, that's wrong. So what I want is before I even check the index, right? If input equals exit, dot quit. What happens if I try to downcase a number? So it's 2, I need a downcase. It's an error, huh? Okay, so b equals to b.class is a string. So if b.class equals string, let's sup. So that works. So yeah, I'm good with it. So if input dot class equals string, and input dot, okay, I don't know if I want to do an and. I feel like that might cause an error. So if that's a string, and if input dot downcase is exit, then I'm going to call a quit method. Otherwise, I'm going to set the index equal to an integerized version of input -1, and check that it is between. Oh. The default number 1 is going to be 0. So that's not going to work. This needs to be -1. You know what? Let's just say greater than or equal to 0 and less than the size. Okay. So def self.quit how to quit program. That's pretty good. Okay. What is going on here? All right. Get status. Why has everything changed? Ah. So I know I did a bunch to this one. And that's just the new line. Okay. That's not really worth much. Alright. So we're going to add all the files again. We're going to commit with the message of... Is this stubbing? Stubbed? Use 2 B's and stubbed. Stubbed out CLI class. I think that's what I did. Get status. Wait, what happened? Okay. I think now I need to do my scraper class. Oh. Actually, I need all kinds of stuff in here. Accessor. I need name. Is that right? Time. Location. URL. Is that it? I think so. What? Do I really need to do all that? Type in that long. Ugh, come on, mouse. You can do it. Alright, we're looking at the lib. Yeah, I don't need to type in all that, do I? Why is it that? I don't understand. Alright. No, I didn't stub it out, it was stub out. Add HTR accessor to CLI ID. Name, time, location, URL. There we go. All right. Now let's see if we can scrape this. Def initialize. URL. Doc at doc equals Nakagiri namespace HTML open URL so then I want to go to our accessor. So we'll put doc in here. All right, so we're going to get the document. So name, oops. So name. I don't think I need all that in here, actually. We'll see. All right, so it's actually going to handle two things. Should I create two different classes? A class to scrape the events page and a class to create the meetup page? Or maybe two different methods. All right, so this initializer is the same. Just take the URL, we're going to grab the doc. So that'll happen no matter what. So then my CLI, yeah. So def dot scrape events and the def scrape more info. So I think that will do what I want. I expect that when I do Pat Greenville event CLI scraper .new .scrape events, this will run automatically because new will initialize it. And then here, I can do at doc. I can grab the names and jump. So then right here, let's do a binding.pry. Actually, that doesn't work the way I want. Copy. And in the console then, new. Okay. Oh. I need to send in an argument. Wow. Better? a equals at doc. I'll type in doc over time. Okay. Wow, this can really squish down. That should be good. Right now I only care about this. Probably would have made more sense not to do it here, to do it in here, but that's fine. Dang it. I can do this. Mouse is stuck. What did you do? Crazy. Alright, you know what? And then I want my DevTools over here. Dang it. You do not want to do what I want. That's good. That's good. Oh, hosted by. I don't know if that's important or not. Alright, so a dot search. We have a strong. A strong. Does that need to be in quotes? Lots of those. And if I just grab the first one, open Hacknight. Alright, grab the first one with text, open Hacknight. This is Scraper. Alright, so I don't know. So at name equals doc search a strong index, really, right? That text. So I really need to iterate through, but I'll figure that out later. I don't know if I want this index, if I want the hosted by or not. I'm going to just grab it for now while I'm already doing this. I can decide what to do with it later. No, dang. It is CLI strong. Search CLI strong. Okay. The first one. If I grab the next one, that's the hosted by. Let's try grabbing, maybe I grab just the list items. And then the first thing should be the href, the second thing should be the hosted by, So let's just grab all the list items. Okay, and then the first list item should be the calendar. Yep, that's what I thought it would be. Okay, got it. I'll get it. So they have more than one list in here. So I need to grab the list item that's in an unordered list that's in the container. Yep. So div.container li. And the first one is what is this? I need to grab another sub thing. There's nothing there. That's this whole thing. What exactly is in this list item? Oh, this P is in here. Right, you're inside of there. Let me try this again. I still feel like I can work with this list item. Oh, well. Okay. So there's all these list items. The first one should be everything pertinent to the first event. So all this information is right now inside of here. Let me look at it a little more closely. And my mouse. Scroll down. Okay. Where is it? I don't know. Try that again. No. Alright, clear. Alright. Here we go. So list item. So we have children with nothing I care about. Ooh. So here's my href. Oops. So if I attributes href.value, what did I do wrong? Oh, because this is a part of the children. So dot children. Attribute singular? Sure. No. Alright, so let's look at the children. Alright, we'll look at the first child. That's not it. Alright, I think I'm going down the wrong way, but I felt pretty good about it. I was sure this was going to be awesome. That I was going to just kind of look through all this and pull everything out. See, look, everything's in here. Right, grab text. It's all of this text. There's many text elements. If I grab the first text element, it's nothing. Nothing. I'm not doing this game. Six. Yeah, so that's not going to be anything worth my life. What happens if I type in attributes? That is it literally nothing? So attributes. Oh, I think it's the key. I think the problem is that it's still in the children. Alright, so these children there's more children. Okay, I think this is just the wrong way to go. I need to stop doing this. I'm wasting my time. Right, so what did I do? Come on. Come on. Okay, that's right. Strong. Zero text. Oh, it's the next one. Alright, so how am I going to get to here? Okay. What if I do strong? You know, I can type it up. Strong. Okay, so the first strong should be the name. And then the second strong would be the who it is. I like that better. Hosted by equals search strong one.text. I really like this song. Alright. So now I need the time. This is in the P element. Okay. So a search. Let's just 0. Huh. They didn't put it in anything. Huh. This is all of that stuff. Grab your children's. Zero text. There's my time. I like it. So time equals zero children dot text. Okay. And the next child is nothing. And the next child is nothing. And the next child is RSVP. Okay. Let me just inspect you. You are an href. So I don't really want to do what I'm doing. Let me get into here. PA, right? The first PA dot attributes href value. Cool. Oops. At RSVP URL equals dot search. I need to urch it. PA 0 attributes href dot value. It is 5:30. I'm out of coffee. I think I'm almost done for the night. Good job, coffee. Alright. Let me go and grab the add to Google Calendar as well. Come on. You know what? Let me just make sure. I have a feeling this might be Google. This is Google. I don't know if I care about this, but just in case I do. Add to Google Calendar. Oh. Doc search PA 1 attributes href value. So that's everything. So then, oops. If I go through doc, each, why don't I know this? Is it event do? No. Each, yeah, event. Okay. What did I just do? No! Stop it! What did I just do? Come back. I don't know why. This is a dangerous game. Oh. Alright, so instead of those, it's really event dot. Right? Alright. So with that being said, what I really want to do is grab these events. So event equals dot new. No, I don't like this. That's pretty cool. That's what I want to do. Alright, so new event equals this hash. And then I'm going to say, do I still have it? At Greenville events dot new event. Okay, so then prepare events to receive hash on new. So that'll be the next thing I'm going to do. All right, so events will take in this hash. It'll have an utter accessor for all of these items. Yeah, it'll have an utter accessor for all of these attributes. It'll set them all for the event object. And I think this is wrong. This is my CLI. You shouldn't know anything about it. I'll need to fix that. That needs to be in the events. The events here. So the CLI will call the scraper at this point, right? We'll call scraper. Scraper will then call the events, which will create these events and store them in all. So then events here will really be events.all. I don't even need this. I'll just need events.all.each with index. And I can go through and grab each event, the time and location. Did I grab time and location? Time. I never got the location. How did I miss that? The time is not the location is not mentioned here. We have who it's hosted by. That's not quite the same as location though. So location, I'm gonna have to grab from right here. Okay, that's cool. I am good with that. All right, so let's fix that. There we go. So the initial scrape, I'm going to grab the name, the time, the RSVP, and the add to Google. Event.RSVP. Event.add to Google Calendar. That's what I want to do. All right, let's make some notes here. So I need to be done for now. Get some dinner. Spend time with my family. So remove because the events class will handle actually there we go. That'd be good. Be changed to event.all.each. So then 21 So I believe it'll be change to events.all and put -1. I think that should be it. All right. I don't understand, why doesn't the period add those files? All right, git push, yeah, origin dev. All right, let me just see. Oops. Where am I? Yeah, it's here, right? It is not here. Mouse is dead. Look at my lib, CLI. Look at my scraper. Looks good. Well, looks like it's a start. All right, I am done for now. Oh boy, 2.5 hours. That's a pretty good amount of time. Did you know what? I didn't realize my picture was so big the whole time. When I watch this again, I'm not going to be able to see everything. I think my picture doesn't need to be any bigger than like this. So I'll do that next time. Stop recording.